Hey everyone, today I want to talk about some time management tips. So this is going to be kind of like a time management 101 to look at some simple hacks for our crazy busy lives, because our lives are all crazy. I don't care who you are. Everyone has jobs and family and activities and all kind of things we're running to all the time, right? So did you ever feel like the day is over before it even starts? 1 minute you're having a sip of your coffee and then the next minute it's 6 p.m. and you're like, what the heck just happened? And you look at your to-do list and all the things you needed to get done and it almost looks like it was untouched, right? So don't worry, you're not alone. We've all been there. I've been there. So here's the thing. Time management isn't always about cramming everything into every single minute of the day. It's about making room for what truly matters. So we want to take a look at what types of things do we need to move the needle, whether it's in our jobs, our professional careers, with our family. There's just so many things that are so important to us these days. So we want to certainly start the day with a priority list and kind of power up that priority list as well. So maybe even the night before. I know sometimes the night before I jot down a few things that are top priority. So I only pick maybe 1 to 3 things for the entire day. It depends on what's going on, but I really try to focus on at least 1 to 3 things and no more than that. So the secret to time management is really prioritizing like a pro. And maybe, like I said, morning or evening before, or maybe each morning, pick those non-negotiable tasks. The ones that if you get them done, you'll feel good and you'll feel very accomplished. So I always write them down. I even put some sticky notes in front of my laptop. Really important to, here's where you need to focus, because I am not good at focus, period. I try my best, but I need a lot of strategies to do that. But otherwise, if I don't have things very organized and written down, my mind's like ADHD, I'm all over the place. So according to a study by Harvard Business Review, people who prioritize tasks in the morning are 30% more productive than those that just wing it. So I've been there. I've been in that mindset where I say to myself, oh, I could just figure it out. I'll get through it. I know in my head what I need to get done. My life doesn't work like that. So I don't know if you have more success with winging it, but I certainly don't. So try jotting down those few things that you really need to get done. Another area is time blocking. So I know that I've talked a lot about this in some other videos, but if you've never heard of time blocking, it's like giving tasks a VIP pass into your calendar. So here's how you do it. You break your day up into chunks. So I usually break my day up into 90-minute focused work sessions. Sometimes I break those down even further into 30 minutes, depending on what's going on, because really it takes me about at least a good 15 to 20 minutes to just get in my groove and be able to just get into that deep thought work. So you're gonna want to break your day into chunks, whatever works the best for you. And you want to assign a specific task to each of those blocks and stick to it. Like there's nothing else that's important in your life, and that it's the most important thing that you need to do in your day before you get done with your day. So some people use the Pomodoro technique. They work for 25 minutes, then they take maybe a 5-minute break. That can boost focus. That could prevent burnout. I need a little bit more time personally. I don't know about you, so if you have some techniques that work from a standpoint of time blocking, include those in the comments. It would be great to see what you're all doing. And a third area is the art of saying no. So your time is precious. Stop saying yes to everything. This was really a big one for me. I used to say yes to everything because I didn't want to let my family down or my friends down, or someone that maybe just was going through a bad time and just needed some of my time to get through something. It's just about prioritizing. Sometimes you want to be there and be everything to everybody, and it's just not possible. So saying yes to something means it's a no to something else. So you really have to be intentional with the way that you're spending your time. Try to figure out a strategy. So once again, it comes down to prioritizing what's most important to you, to your family, to your priorities, to your goals, and really utilize that into making your decisions on what you say yes to and what you say no to. And research from the University of California found that people who frequently say no to unnecessary tasks are 20% less stressed and 10% more productive. So I will take any bit of productivity and less stress because we all have it, regardless of who you are and what you do. And you want to batch your tasks like a boss. So we talk about batching and time blocking on all of that, but switching between tasks can kill your productivity completely. Instead of, being all over the place, maybe group similar tasks together and knock them out in one fall sweep. So I know for myself, sometimes even within my corporate role, there's so many things I'm doing. I'm doing finance, I'm doing creative work, I'm working on different projects that require, I think, different areas of my brain and my thought. And sometimes when I have these different topics or different focused areas going back in back-to-back meetings, it really takes a lot for my brain to catch up, and I feel really exhausted because of it. So, emails, that's a big one. That is the biggest time suck of everything. And just handle them all at once. Schedule time actually to do emails. There's sometimes I just shut my email off because otherwise I would be on email all day long answering people. And you just can't do that because you'll never be productive. You'll never get anything done. So maybe emails, have a time for them. Phone calls, schedule them in back to back so that you get them done and out of the way. Even some errands, try to schedule your time so that when you're out, if you're going to a doctor's appointment or groceries or this or that, like what's there? What can you knock out to save time? So a fun fact is task batching can save you up to 40% in time that you would otherwise be just jumping around from task to task, or you're going for an errand, then you're back doing work, then you're going for an errand. Like just get it all done at one time when you're out. And you're going to want to declutter your workspace. Anybody that knows me personally knows I'm a neat freak. I get crazy when things are just a wreck. I like my counters clean. I don't like anything on my counters. I remember when I had my last home before I got married, and people would come to my house, they're like, does anybody live here? And it's just hilarious because I literally didn't have anything on my counters. I just have a very simplistic life, and I don't like a lot of things all over the place. So a messy desk is a messy mind, at least to me. So I found that taking a few minutes to tidy up your workspace really helps out. I schedule 30 minutes at the end of my day, at the end of my work day. And what I do during that time is I go back, check emails, final emails, look at my calendar for the day to see if anything has changed, and I clean my desk. I get rid of all my notes, all the junk, all the garbage, all of the cups, everything. And I wipe down my desk space and I just clean it up for the day before I walk away. And then in the next morning, you're walking into something fresh. So a Princeton University study found that physical clutter, it competes with your attention, and it also reduces your productivity by up to 30%. So give that a shot. Even if you're not neat freak like I am, try it. Maybe it'll change your life. And you want to reflect against all of the things going on, and you want to be able to adjust your time. So at the end of the day, we can schedule things as much as we possibly can, but emergencies come up and different things come up that are out of our control. So we can only control the controllable. But at the end of the day, take 5 minutes, even if it's within that last 30 minutes of the day when you're cleaning your desk, and just think about what worked today for getting my alignment with my time management, what didn't, and what can you improve on tomorrow. And this tiny habit, it really can boost and keep you on track. And it's great to even journal every single day, like what worked, what didn't, what am I going to do tomorrow, how am I going to do this differently, maybe some things that, blocking in some time for that flexibility for emergencies, or if you know you're going to get a phone call from maybe a doctor's office, or you have to address something maybe with an aging parent, or something that just comes up during the day that like you kind of expect you're going to get a call about something, then kind of like adjust so that you can flex your time accordingly as well. So hope some of those tips were helpful. And just remember, time management isn't about being perfect. There's no perfection in this world, I see. It's just about making progress. Start small, take some small experiments with what works for you, and watch how much control you get during the day. You'll feel so much more accomplished. You'll also stop procrastinating a lot, because I kind of find that when I have time blocks that I'm not sure about what I'm going to do at that time and I don't have it scheduled well, is wasted time, and then I get really aggravated with myself because I don't get certain tasks done that I really know that I need to move the needle. So what's your next move? Hit reply in the comments and let me know what works for you. Let me know if any of these areas you've used in the past, have they been successful, have they not? And anything else that you might want to share with me, with the community. So I hope this content was valuable. If it was, please consider subscribing, and we will see you all in the next video.